When we begin to move through our thoughts, we often come across thoughts that then we judge, and a pattern will reveal itself. Our thought patterns are our beliefs. So, what kind of ideas float through your head consistently? The trick is learning to be lovingly curious about the source of our beliefs. This is what inner child work is. Simple tip: every single disempowering belief we have about ourselves was taught to us by someone else. Someone who had those beliefs, probably about themselves, and somebody whose opinion was important to us. A caregiver, a peer, an authority figure. These are all opinions that are naturally important to a child. In the kind of community that our brains are adapted to, the knowledge and opinion of our community was what gave us the tools to survive and thrive. So children seek connection and information, not attention and validation. When we allow ourselves to feel compassion for the experiences we had, for how we felt when we had unmet needs, we can begin the process of letting go of anger. By practicing compassion for ourselves, we naturally develop compassion for others. When we recognize that everyone else is having their own experience, we're able to take other people's behavior impersonally. That's what is meant by that narrative that forgiveness is done for ourselves, not for others. There is no way to reasonably expect others to be what we need. Understanding that other people's behavior has nothing to do with us and everything to do with them releases us from infinite anger of unfulfilled expectation. When we're clear on our basic expectations for how we want to be treated, we can communicate this to others. We can't change others. People's behavior is their choice, and ours is ours. No amount of teaching or waiting or begging or threatening will ever create meaningful change. The only thing we can do is set effective boundaries. Next piece of information that needs to be common knowledge: we can accept it as a fact that people will test and disrespect our limits. Boundaries are not about controlling other people's behavior. They're about honoring our needs. Boundaries aren't set with other people. They're set with ourselves. What do we tolerate? The trick to a boundary is setting consequences ahead of time. So, decreasing contact with a toxic relative or a toxic friend. Communicating our boundaries to people gives them the opportunity to respect them. Once we've communicated our boundaries, it's important to accept that the other person's reaction is what it is. I say what I mean, and I mean what I say. Hold your boundary. Allow your life to fill only with what makes you feel good.